Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Art Inbound. I'm Joanne Pollock, and I'm thrilled to be here today with a special lady that I met when she was a student at the University of Guelph a number of years ago. So this is Vanessa Tignanelli, and welcome, Vanessa, to Art Inbound, and welcome home back to Guelph. So you certainly have been on the move since you left Guelph. Out of the fine art program at the university. You're a freelance photographer. You have done work for the Globe and Mail. You've done work for Maclean's Magazine, the Canadian Press, and you are one of the Northern correspondents for the CBC. But in addition to that, you have a lot of really fantastic things that you've done and that you're going to do. So you are a photojournalist. And I wonder if you could share with the viewers what project you were involved with in 2017 that really kind of catapulted you onto the national stage.
Absolutely. Thank you for that introduction. That's so nice. I found out about Photographers Without Borders through an alumni from a program that I was doing at Loyalist College, the photojournalism program. And she had gone to India, I believe, with Photographers Without Borders, did a presentation to our class about it. And it was a way in for me to begin doing humanitarian documentary work, working with NGOs and different charitable organizations. I grew up looking at National Geographic, which is something everyone probably will be familiar with. And a lot of that work is photographers that go and they work with those on the ground, on the front lines, organizations that are dealing with crises or scientific explorations, to photograph it and document it to show the rest of the world. And I love that kind of work. Photographers Without Borders is an organization that will pair grassroots organizations with documentary photographers to provide those visual aids for them to fundraise, educate the public on what work they're doing. So it's a really great initiative. So I applied and received an assignment in the Gambia, working with the Aging with a Smile initiative, they're called. And what they do is provide mostly eye care services, but other PSW type of services for elderly that live in more rural communities in the Gambia. They were seeing a glaucoma crisis in the country, trying to raise money to study more as to why glaucoma was becoming so prominent in the country. And so there was a really great opportunity to travel somewhere I'd never been, work with people directly, and know that my photographs would be used to help them.
Okay, so let's move on to what's going to be happening in November 2021.
So I've applied again to Photographers Without Borders, and I've been paired up with Santerra Community Foundation, and they are bringing human rights and resources to children with Down syndrome. Based on the Soviet Union history of the country, there's still a lot of misinformation about Down syndrome. A lot of parents aren't familiar with resources that would help them raise these children. So this organization is parent-led. It's parents that decided to keep their children with Down syndrome and are raising them in ways that they can really thrive, and opening resource centers for families and those children.
So as a photojournalist, of course, you've been greatly impacted by the images that you have taken. What impact has that had on you personally?
Everyone has a story. For me, this is how I've learned about the world. I grew up very privileged, very loved in Canada, an Italian immigrant family background. And I just always knew that there was a way to use that to learn more about other people's experiences and do what I can in the world. Coming from an art background, I knew I wanted it to be creative, but I need a purpose. And so photojournalism was just the culmination of my curiosity, my artistic abilities, my people skills, and all of that stuff. Every single person that I get to photograph, it is a privilege. They're letting you into their their life. And I feel a big responsibility to tell their story ethically and in an empowering, healing way.
Good for you, Vanessa. You are fundraising for part of your initiatives here. Can you tell us how people may help you to pursue your initiative?
Absolutely. If people are interested in learning more about the project we're doing in Kyrgyzstan with Santerra, please go to grouprev.com/pwb fundraiser-ds, DS for Down syndrome. And there's information there about what I'm doing as a documentary photographer, what Photographers Without Borders is, and what Santerra's, the amazing work they're doing in Kyrgyzstan.
So that's incredible, Vanessa. And I can't leave this interview without telling everyone that you were nominated in 2020 for the Best Young Emerging Photographer in Canada. So we look forward to having you join us back in Guelph in January when you will be entering the Masters of Fine Art program at Guelph. So best of luck, kiddo. And we look forward to connecting with you again, and good luck in November. And please let us know what happens with your adventures overseas.
Thank you so much, Joanne.